Hey, we are live. I haven't done a live thing in a long time. I do have my partner here, but he probably doesn't want to get on camera. You can get on camera if you want.
All right.
He's got his shirt off. He probably doesn't want to get on camera.
Nah.
What we're going to talk about real quick is how to tell if your child's martial arts training is working. And it's not exactly what you might think. Let's say, for example, your child's going to school. We're talking about little kids, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. Your child goes to school, right? And somebody punches your child in the face. Okay. And your child, since your child's not hurt, just shrugs it off and just tells the person, hey, stop, don't hit me again. And then keeps going about his or her day. Does that mean that your child's martial arts training is not working? What do you think?
No, that's not necessarily true. It could be it probably is working if they're getting if someone's trying to challenge them and they don't hit them back because that shows self control.
Exactly. But should the child have not been hit in the first place?
Of course, but we don't live in that world. We don't live in the world of could. We live in the world of what is. Yeah.
But if my child is in martial arts training, I want my child to be able to block if anybody ever tries to hit him or duck or something. Shouldn't they have done a side kick or something as soon as before the punch even was thrown?
That's not realistic. Most people, they're going to get attacked. It's just going to be off guard because criminals and criminal minded, they're always going to try to catch you off guard because they can't take you head on if they can.
Talk a little louder.
Criminal minded people are always going to try to attack you when you're off guard because they usually can't take you, one on one or head on. If they were, they wouldn't be attacking you in the first place. Now, some people they target specific people because they can take advantage of them, but that's not always the case. A lot of times they're talking to someone they can't beat because they feel threatened by that person, or because they need validation. They can take out someone that's stronger than them just to feel better about themselves.
Hmm. So we're talking about self-control, and we're talking about the fact that the martial arts doesn't make you invulnerable, especially if we're talking
Right,
about a child.
right. Children are very vulnerable. That's why they call children.
So, what would you recommend for someone who wants the best martial arts training for their child? They want training so that if anybody pushes their child or hits them, that their child will immediately retaliate and mop up the floor with them. What do you recommend they do?
I think they should, you know, well, they need their father in their life first of all to really get that instilled in them, because the father would counsel them on how to fight, would tell them when is necessary to fight and when not to. And they should probably take a striking art first for the first several years, then take a grappling art in case they fall, and then they can mix up with some sports and just learn how you can talk to them, learn how to defuse certain situations, or tell them when it is okay for them to fight in your point of view, since you're the parent.
Well, I have a slight disagreement with that, just slight, because with the scenario I described, I'm a father myself. So if somebody hit my child and my child didn't hit him back, and it wasn't because my child felt like it wasn't a threat, I wouldn't have a problem with that at all.
But I wouldn't even.
I mean, even if the child's tooth was knocked loose or a little loose or something, if my child decided not to fight, not to get in trouble at school, not because he or she was scared, but because he or she just felt like it's just a waste of time. Maybe they didn't want to beat up the person that could have hit him could have been a girl. What if it
Right,
was a girl? So what if a girl attacks your little boy, right?
right.
Do you think that good martial arts training would have that boy be able to counter and hit that girl and knock her down, knock her out, or throw her, or
I
put her
think
into submission?
I think that's good martial arts response, but I think the best response, like a great martial arts response, is just to defuse the situation or move out the way, or you know, just move out the way, or uh,
But what if the child didn't move out the way because he just didn't move? He just didn't know how to move out the way. So is that bad training?
it's not bad training. He just stuck in a bad situation. He can't control that.
But you know what? When my child earns a white belt, they earn a stripe between that white belt, they get the yellow belt. I expect them to know how to fight.
Nah, that's not enough time. It's got to be at least a black belt.
But how long does it take to get one of those?
At least 5 years.
So you mean to tell me there's no way I can expect a 6-year-old to be able to defend himself against kids at school with the
Yeah,
martial arts?
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I slightly disagree with that argument that I'm making as devil's advocate. I'm being facetious, but really, I mean, you're not invulnerable. Nobody is above, as they used to say when I was coming up. Nobody's above being snuck. I don't care what you know. They can catch you off guard,
Right.
but they're going to come up behind you with a board or a stick or something like that. Get that roll of Let me not give it. Give away all the
combat,
the little thug snuffing secrets.
Yeah.
People gonna question me. But like some of you don't already know about the lock in the sock. You know, the little crucifix that's really got a sharp edge on it. The brass knuckles that you stuck inside of high school. I saw a lot of that. Kids sneaking brass knuckles in high school. Where did you go to school? It wasn't in the hood. It wasn't a hood. I didn't go to a hood school, and people still did stuff like that. And it wasn't hoodie people either. It's just some people that are violent. But anybody can be snuck. Anybody can be caught off guard. And honestly, if you really want your child to be able to fight, if you want them to be effective at 6, you got to put them in there when they're about 3. That's the youngest we used to say. Was it 3 or 4?
Right. It was 3.
You got to put them in at 3. I would say he's saying the 5-year window. That's probably a guarantee that if they've done it for 5 years, then they probably will be able to do something. That's like a 90 to 95% guarantee.
Right.
I've gotten results from people in as little as 3 years. I've gotten results from people in as little as 3 months. But there are people, if their child's been coming to a class once a week for a month, they expect that child to already know how to fight.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
What if I put them in boxing? Wouldn't they learn how to fight better if I put them in boxing?
No, they're going to get messed up.
Why you say that?
Those kids, a lot of those kids, they just want to punch someone in the face, and that's exactly what they're going to do to someone that's new.
You know. How to know if your child's martial arts training is working. Let's get to the meat of that answer because this thing's getting long. How to know if your child's martial arts training is working is if your child's character is getting better. When someone punches and kicks your child or attacks your child, and your child doesn't respond with emotional violence right away, he or she can judge that this is worth my time or this is not worth my time. Your child's training is working because that's really the goal. The goal, in my opinion, yeah, we want to learn how to fight. Okay, don't get me wrong. It's not like I don't want you to know how to defend yourself, protect yourself. I wouldn't be doing a self-defense seminar if I didn't believe in that. But the main thing is perfection of character. Like in the old Karate Kids, Mr. Miyagi. Daniel San. Perfecting your character. First of all, because there's too many people out here that already respond as soon as somebody bump up against them or brush up against them. They want to respond with emotional violence. The fact that your child doesn't do that, if he or she is hit, that's the best indicator right there that the child's training is working. So it's not just about how many people they beat up. It's about how many people they don't beat up. Be like, you know what? I could beat this person up, but I choose not to. I've been hit before and decided, you know what? This ain't even whatever. I'm gonna just let it go. And if that made me a bad martial artist, then I'm a bad martial artist. If that makes me a bad teacher, then I'm a bad teacher. And then maybe I'm not the martial arts instructor for you. So I know you want to give me feedback on this internet. So go ahead and put your comments below. Okay? Because one of the tenets of Taekwondo is self-control, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Self-control. But what do you think? Also, I keep talking about the seminar. If you want a ticket, free ticket, I still got some free tickets to give away. Don't put the responsible on this one. Go to the video that I have on this channel where it says get your ticket now or something like that, or come and get your ticket, hurry up. Put your response below there that says, yes, send me a ticket. And I'm going to mail it to you. I'm not meeting up with you to give it to you. I'm mailing it to you. Even if you live next door to me, I'm still going to mail it to you. You have to know me personally for me to give you the ticket without mailing it to you. And I'm telling you now, I'm not going to come meet up with you to give you the ticket. You're going to have to come meet up with me to get the ticket for free. For free. Now, if you're paying for one of the tickets, then we're going to arrange something. But for free, it's straight up free. I can just drop that in the mail. And you better ask for it before the last week of August or you ain't getting it. Okay. Thanks for watching this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Please share this with people that talk about the martial arts. What you got to say?
You know, don't expect a child to be responsible for keeping themselves safe. That's more of the adults and the teachers and the police officers. Those are their jobs.
Exactly. Well, then if that's their job, why put my child in martial arts in the first place?
Because a lot of times people, they don't see everything. No one's perfect.
Yep. And not only that, this stuff really helps a lot with coordination. It helps with dyspraxia.
Mm-hmm.
It helps with autism. It helps a lot of children learn how to sleep still, sit still. It helps with a lot of things. You know, if you got a child that's not good at any other sport, you can put them in martial arts, because a lot of martial arts, especially where I'm at, the way and where I teach, is individual based. So you don't necessarily have to make the team. You just have to show up and participate, and you go at your own rate, and you can improve, and you'll get something that's going to benefit you for life. Anything else to say?
No.
All right. Peace.